Ever felt an inexplicable fear when looking at a clock? You might be experiencing chronomentrophobia. This term may sound foreign to some, but for others, it's a daily reality. Chronomentrophobia is the irrational fear of clocks. This is not to be confused with a fear of time itself. That's a different phobia altogether. Chronomentrophobia falls under a category known as specific phobias, which is a subset of anxiety disorders characterized by an intense, irrational fear of certain objects or situations. In this case, the fear is specifically linked to clocks. Whether it's a grandfather clock in the hallway, a digital alarm clock by the bedside, or even a tiny wristwatch, the mere sight of these timekeeping devices can trigger a wave of anxiety for someone with chronomentrophobia. It's important to understand that while this phobia may seem unusual to many, it's a very real condition for those who experience it. Chronomentrophobia, while rare, is a real and impactful condition. So, what causes chronomentrophobia and how does it manifest? Chronomentrophobia, like most phobias, often stems from past traumatic experiences. These could be events directly related to time or clocks. For instance, a traumatic event that happened at a specific time may lead to an irrational fear of that time, and by extension, clocks. Some people might also develop this fear from an intense dread of time passing, perhaps due to the realization of mortality or the fear of missing out. Interestingly, the fear could also be triggered by the sounds that clocks make. The ticking of a clock might serve as a constant reminder of time slipping away, leading to anxiety. Speaking of anxiety, let's delve into the symptoms of chronomentrophobia. They can range from a feeling of dread to a rapid heartbeat and even shortness of breath when confronted with a clock or the concept of time. Understanding the causes and symptoms is the first step towards addressing chronomentrophobia. The fear of clocks, like any phobia, can be managed and treated. Various options are available, each tailored to the individual's unique needs and circumstances. Cognitive behavioral therapy, a popular choice, can help individuals to understand their fear and develop strategies to cope with it. This therapy focuses on changing thought patterns that lead to fear and anxiety. Exposure therapy is another option. Over time, this therapy exposes the individual to clocks in a safe and controlled setting. The goal is to reduce fear and anxiety through repeated exposures. For severe cases, medication may be recommended. It's important to note that medication is usually used in conjunction with therapy, not as a standalone treatment. Regardless of the treatment chosen, the importance of seeking professional help cannot be overstated. Mental health professionals have the training and experience to guide you through the process of managing and overcoming your fear. Remember, there's no shame in seeking help. Overcoming a phobia is a journey, and it's okay to ask for guidance along the way. So, let's quickly recap what we've learned today. Chronomentrophobia is the fear of clocks, a condition that can be triggered by various factors and is often associated with symptoms like anxiety and panic attacks. But don't lose hope. There are treatments available such as cognitive behavioral therapy and exposure therapy, which can help in managing and overcoming this fear. Remember, understanding is the first step to overcoming fear. So the next time you look at a clock, know that it's just a tool to measure time, nothing more.